But for the grace of God, there go I. I was looking at this story of a mother and her sisters were being interviewed because the mother's son killed his sister, her daughter. And she said they all was like, they hope he get the death penalty. And they wasn't standing by him. They want him to rot and all that. That was raw. It just had happened. And I don't know if they still feel that way now, or as time go, they soften their heart against this young man. I don't know if they will. But it takes me to how social media and all these people are dogging Miss Robbie about Tim. That's her son. And but for the grace of God, there go I. So we don't know what these children, we can say our children are going to grow up to be this, and that. But we don't know, really. We don't. We know what we taught them. We know Miss Robbie worked hard, got all this stuff, got them on TV and did everything. Tim didn't have to do that. But you look at people who does kids that do stuff that they didn't have to do. So I'm thinking that I would be a Miss Robbie probably. I would probably need some psychotic medication, but I would still be there for my son, because me hating him, me not being there for him, not being a mother is not going to bring my grandchild back. Me, and he's getting punished. He's in prison for the rest of his life. He's punished. But I'm going to do what I can for him. And I don't understand why people think she's a bad person, because she's doing that. Either or. I can understand either emotion. So I don't I can recall back to the first time my eldest son made me cry. Where we lived, it was a predominantly white district, where, area where he had to go to a predominantly white school. And he was hyper and just all over the place, and just always getting in trouble, but not being able to sit still. He wasn't no bad kid, I thought. And I was like, so they were pressuring me and calling, trying to call CPS so I would put him on medication. They felt that they knew best for my child. And I'm like, little whooping a do. So moved him to a black part of town where he would, when he was in school, he would have to be with my sister. She had a school he just can walk to and walk back to her house. And so he was in the 4th grade, I think. And it was teacher-parent conference. And I go in, and then she was like, hold on a minute. And she goes to bringing all these people in, bringing out. I said, I hope these folks. And I'm thinking in my mind, I haven't got any letters. His report cards were good. I ain't got no phone calls or none of that. So I sit in there, and he was right beside me. And it was like four people. And each one of them went to telling me what a horrible son I had. He cussed, he disrespectful, and he got smart mouth. And when I say, I'm going to call your mom, he said, that ain't my mama, that's my aunt. She ain't going to do nothing to me. And she said, well, what's your mama number? I ain't going to tell you. They look on the form, and I don't know what happened that they couldn't get in contact with me. And that's, the time when you have a home phone, and if you at work, our cell phones wasn't that. I don't think I had a cell phone at that particular point. They was kind of expensive. Everybody didn't have them now. So they would call, and I guess I don't know, but I didn't get that he was this. And I'm like, and I cried. They gave me, I said, You cussing? You do? I did not know. And it's not like he was just in there. He was just in that school for like 3 weeks. And I had transferred him there. And the people at the other school, they never say he was cussing them out and all that and doing all that. And I'm like, not my child. And I cried. Yep, that's the first time that sucker made me cry. And I was just flabbergasted. But I beat his ass. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not no big discipline player in it. But when it comes to school and respect, you can forget to do this and forget to do that and didn't do this and didn't do that. But that will get a whoop. They'll get a little tap from me. But I didn't believe I couldn't. So I couldn't believe that was my child. Because if you know him, he don't be doing, anybody that know him growing up, you wouldn't think that he would be cussing and carrying on and doing all that, because he did what you asked him to do. He wasn't a bad kid. Until I've seen that. And another time, he got me too. I'll say that for another day. I went and said, nah, my son didn't do that. And years on down the road, he told me he did. I said, well. I was, So, I can understand. Because you don't never want to think that you done spawned the seed of Satan. You don't want to think that. So, I don't know why y'all want to be so upset with Miss Robbie. That's her child. What do y'all want her to do? It's not going to bring that baby back. Her not being by Tim is not going to bring the baby back. She might be telling him to talk to the Lord and ask for forgiveness and repent and spend the rest of your days trying to do some good. Whatever good you could do. You don't know what she's telling him. Y'all want her not to talk about him. Y'all don't want him to go visit him, to give him put any money on his books. What's wrong with y'all? No, that's not how love. That's not even how the good Lord love us. He has forgiven us. So our Father in heaven has forgiven us many times. Why would you not think that same thing? And nobody's saying that you have to. Nobody has said that you have to. But I just find it strange that a lot of people go by saying, oh, Miss Robbie, she must have had something to do with it and all that. That's just asinine. Because hell, they said he was trying to kill her too. So, I was just a little talk that I want to give y'all, to let y'all know a little my perspective of it all. Because I can understand either way. But I wouldn't bash Miss Robbie because she's standing behind her son. All right, y'all. Y'all get these likes, shares. I'm going to go live on Facebook tomorrow. So for all of y'all ain't going to listen, I bet y'all be in there live, and then I'm going to go off on y'all in there live. So if y'all watch this video, comment, let me know you watched it. Thank you. Goodbye.